Students, welcome to the acrobatics tumbling class. What I want to talk to you about today is the basic characteristics of tumbling training. 1. The continuity and stage characteristics of tumbling training. A complete teaching and training process. Includes training for the entire teaching cycle. Training and learning in acrobatics are different from others. The training in acrobatics shares similarities with competitive sports, but is not entirely the same. However, they are not completely identical. Acrobatics requires clear categorization of training and learning of fundamental skills. Each specified time and learning period within these categories demands students to enter their optimal training state. Continuous training manifests as a specific state that students achieve at certain periods in each learning session. It is a continuation of the previous training state and can also reflect the preliminary performance leading to the next training state. Each training and learning cycle significantly affects students' learning in the next stage. This effect is quite substantial. If the continuous training is interrupted, or if the training is sporadic, it will affect the improvement of students' professional skills, disrupting the continuity and progression of students during the formative stages of technical development. The continuity exhibited during training is objectively important for skill enhancement. It serves as a crucial guarantee. Furthermore, each continuous learning cycle must be divided into several stages. And each stage of learning tasks, learning projects, teaching methods, teaching techniques, and the amount of training required for students all have their own significant characteristics. These characteristics distinctly set them apart from other training stages. They can exist independently.
It all should be executed in a consecutive manner.
Although these stage trainings are artificially divided, this division aligns with the training progression inherent in tumbling techniques. Only by scientifically and effectively establishing staged training and teaching can we achieve the desired results in teaching and enable students to achieve good learning outcomes. The continuity and stage characteristics of tumbling training exists in each student's learning and training process present in every training session, every week, every month, every semester, and various learning processes across the year with temporal connections. 2. The impact of tumbling training load on students' physical adaptability. Humans have a natural strong ability to adapt to various environments. External loads placed on the body can trigger functional changes that allow the body to better withstand external environmental changes and their impacts. This is the body's biological adaptation response to training loads. When the load on the body is maintained within a certain range, the changes produced in the body will stay within a certain limit. As the load on the body increases, the stimuli on the body intensify, and the bodily responses become stronger. The improvement in physical ability becomes increasingly evident. The enhancement of students' overall abilities will also accelerate accordingly. A reasonable increase in the load can lead to a significant improvement in students' personal capabilities. But if the load exceeds the maximum value that a student can bear, it will have negative impacts. Such influences can greatly reduce the progress in the development of students' abilities, or even cause regression, therefore, when conducting effective recovery training. It is essential to monitor students' physical conditions at all times and timely make effective adjustments to the load to keep students in a good recovery state. This is the only way to effectively carry out recovery training and achieve the goal of enhancing physical functions. 3. The necessity and adaptability of teaching control in tumbling training. Tumbling training is a professional technical skill training activity. Therefore, effective scientific management of training is a must. Within the process of tumbling training, scientific control must be implemented. Formulating a scientific teaching plan is an important aspect of effectively conducting somersault training instruction. In actual teaching processes, it often happens that a student's individual physical condition or mental state leads to actual learning conditions not aligning with the established teaching plan, which need to be adjusted according to the student's situation and the teaching plan modifications. Implement necessary changes. Strive to achieve the original teaching goals. If a student's personal conditions or psychological factors prevent the original goals from being met, then it's crucial to redesign teaching goals that fit the characteristics of each student. Fourth, the importance and guidance of teaching aids. In acrobatic tumbling training, the technical elements are related to the somersault techniques in dramatic gymnastics. Among these technical skills, technical movements require some specialized teaching aids for supportive training. They also need specific teaching tools to aid in training and learning. For example, mats used for tumbling training, as well as pads. If doing flips, you will need to use things like air mats for somersaults, springboards, trampolines, foam mats, and other teaching materials. These teaching aids significantly enhance students' efficiency in mastering and improving technical movements. They mainly reduce the chances of student injuries.
The skill deconstruction training of technical movements.
And supportive training helps in mastering the principles of movement. The technical processes of movements
Are improved through skill deconstruction.
Effective training can enhance awareness of technical movements in the air, reducing psychological resistance and feelings of uncertainty. Professional teaching tools can enhance safety in learning. They provide effective support and protection for students' insufficient physical abilities. The importance of education mainly lies in the technological progress and broad social application of new materials. This includes the application of comprehensive knowledge from fields such as social sciences, medicine, mechanics, chemistry, and the development of integrated knowledge. This effective knowledge promotes the use of teaching aids. They can effectively assist in the establishment and achievement of training goals at every stage of student learning. Through the formulation of learning plans, the organization and implementation of learning, the evaluation of learning effectiveness, the feedback and adjustment of learning conditions, until the learning goals are achieved.